Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the Pokemon Spotlight. This time we're going to be featuring Tentacruel. Now before we get into it, I just want to say this video won't have an intro and outro. I want to try and get this done in time to hopefully stream before I have to go. I think by the time this goes up I'll actually be done streaming, but I have some things to do today, so won't be adding an intro after this. The other videos will have it though. But I want to stream watching some P4G games since I don't have time as well today to do it and stream, so I was like, why not do both? But anyway, Tentacruel. Tentacruel is a water poison type, which gives it some nice defensive attributes such as absorbing T-spikes, but also being resistant to the likes of the stab of Primarina, Cobalion, Scizor, Infernape, and whatnot. It's typically seen as a defensive spinner, though it can run speed. It has a lot of utility in Haze, being able to stop some certain setup sweepers like SD Scizor as long as they're not running knockoff, as well as in the past Belgium Azu, though it didn't check that too well because again a boosted knockoff will still do some damage. Can run some Z moves like ICMZ. Haze is a really common one on Tentacruel. Allows it to not only haze but also gives it a reliable recovery move for one turn. Again, Toxic Spikes, acts toxic, Rabbit Spin, decent speed, really good speed actually at base 100, being faster than Gliscor, but it doesn't really have the best stats offensively or even defensively besides the special defense. Thankfully it does have a good HP stat, but because of that, it doesn't take hits too well for the Pokemon that it should be checking, especially if it's not running the recovery move in ICMZ or if it gets knocked off. And yeah, it's just really worn down and being weak to ground and electric in a metagame with Pokemon like Hippowdon, which is a really common setup sweeper, but even setup rocker. I said sweeper. Ooh, curse Hippowdon. Okay, but also Gliscor, which is a big one, and Tentacruel without special attack investment and Ice Beam can't even knock out Gliscor. But let's go ahead and look for some games. We have 4 teams today, all with some pretty cool Tentacruels. Of course, the first one's going to be the standard one, but we have T-Spikes Tentacruel with some speed, allowing it to outspeed Pokemon like Togekiss. We have knockoff Gliscor with Subcom Mine Raikou to abuse the T-Spikes from Tentacruel, Subcom Mine Channel Alert to once again abuse the T-Spikes, and then we have Scarf Serperior, as well as Bandit Scizor. So the team is really designed to do or to show what Tentacruel really is supposed to do, which is set up T-Spikes and pretty much if it's one layer versus faster teams, wear it down for Serperior to sweep, with Scizor to trap Lottie to allow Serperior to click the Leaf Storm, or also just of course Rapid Spin away the hazards from our opponent. Now we are actually a little bit higher than the ladder, which I'm not a big fan of right now, especially since we're so later into the series because games are just going to be taking so long. We're number 21 on the ladder, but we don't have very much left when it comes to the UU tier. That's going to be a long one versus Mar. Actually, it might not be because he plays really offensive. We only have 3 Pokemon left, so that'd be really fun. Alright, so he has a Tentacruel of his own, which is a little bit annoying, and that looks to be sub Kyurem, which pairs really well with Tentacruel. I'm going to leave Scizor, because if he leads Kyurem, I'm automatically put in a bad situation, I believe. And I want to... damn it, I should have Bullet Punch. I didn't expect him to be HP Fire, so maybe it's not sub Kyurem. So what I wanted right there was to Pursuit, and what Pursuit would have allowed me to do was get the chip I needed on Tentacruel, or excuse me, on Kyurem, to hopefully beat it with Raikou later. But since he's HP Fire, I'm not entirely sure if that is actually Scarf or not. It could be Scarf based on his team. Alright, we're getting Tentacruel. I'm going to get up a layer. Yes, he does have his own, but at least if that's being forced in at a point, we'll be okay. I'm not sure if that's specs or not. I regret not bullet punching, obviously. Celebi comes out. I'm going to get in my Gliscor just to get in my Toxic Orb as he gets up a Psychic. And this is pretty bad because of a Z move potentially coming out. Damn, this might just be over already. I can't even Leaf Storm sweep because he has his own tenor and whatnot. Why doesn't it let me click my dead Pokemon? What do you mean he has no energy left to battle? Yeah, this is really bad. I need Shanny in this game too, but I need Gliscor because Gliscor is at least a Hippo immunity. Oh, Shadow Ball. As he brings up Tentacruel. No big deal. If it's the Icium one, I get a Spadette drop, which is actually pretty big as well. And he's not actually faster than me, which is amazing. So, get off another Shadow Ball as Hippo's going to come out. Allows me to get in my Gliscor and then go for knockoff, or potentially he could double out to Kyurem if he wants to, honestly, but gets in my Gliscor and Gives me rocks as well, as Celebi is going to come out. So, again, this Pokemon is a problem, but with rocks up, I'm chipping away at Kyurem as well as Arrow and whatnot. I'm assuming the Z-move is going to be coming out from Celebi. Yeah, I think this is just a lost game. I should have Bullet Punched Kyurem, but I didn't expect him to HP Fire turn 1. I should have Bullet Punched. Yeah, I'm keeping my Superior Light because it's actually a win con, and assuming the Z move is gonna come out there. So Bloom Doom is gonna Oko me. I could go Serp and start Leaf Storming, and I think I honestly am gonna do that. He's gonna do some good damage with his attack, but I don't know if he'll 2 KO Superior because he has good Spadef. But I need to start boosting. Damn, that boy 2 KOs me with ease. I still need this Mongon though, so I can try and do something with Raikou. Yeah, but at this point, I don't think I can win. Unless I crit right here. Yeah, because I can't beat Aerodactyl. Arrow should just win in theory. HP Ice. Getting my Gliscor right here. Click Knockoff. As he brings out Arrow. He should be going for Ice Fang. Stone Edge and misses. That means that his Earthquake isn't going to be able to take me out. But because of the Sand Boost, I'm actually not able to take him out myself. We're going to go Gliscor right here, though. We're going to still attempt. We're not going to win, but we're going to attempt to do something right here. As he goes for Taunt. So I get my KO, and I'm going to leave. Good game. So I didn't, the turn 1 just messed me up completely. That was just like it. I'm gonna get one more with that, because that turn 1 just like, I didn't have a switch in for Psychic. Like, I didn't have a Psychic resistance after that, and it was just downhill from there. And I don't know how I could have done it differently. If I get in Raikou earlier versus Celebi, he brings in Hippo anyway, as you guys saw, keeping Celebi alive. So that was my bad. Next time I see a Kyurem, I'm gonna Bullet Punch it. Or I go hard Tentacruel. But I thought it was sub Roost Earth Power Ice Beam, because he had T-Spike, or because he had Tentacruel himself. So that was my bad, just taking, what's it called? Not using the pieces I had properly. Even then, though, if I was in that situation again, I think I'd always pursue. But I wonder if Bandit Bullet Punch knocks out Kyurem from full, because Kyurem has some really good stats. Alright, so this is a good game because my opponent does not have a Poison type. And that means that Tentacruel can actually wall Pokemon like Primarina, Infernape. It's actually lovely. Tentacruel. So Tentacruel, again, its job in this game is to get a T-Spikes, which is going to be wearing down Infernape, Shaman, as well as Primarina. Shaman, I think it might actually be Z-Celebrate, to be honest. I'm leading Tentacruel because if he leads Infernape, which matches up really well, or Primarina versus me, I'm not in a position where I have to switch. Though Tentacruel can obviously get hit by Psychic from Specs Primarina, which you've seen before, that Psychic is a scary move to get locked into. And I don't want my Scizor taking too much damage. Because it's this Pokemon in particular. I can see him having HP Fire, man. Please don't. Just be Calm Mind or Scarf and let me knock you out. Awesome. Okay, so getting rid of Lottie is amazing. Because if he has a Defogger, it's only Klefki that's left. And also, that was a Pokemon I didn't switch into to before. Take the example of Celebi from the last game. I didn't have a good Psychic answer. Primarina comes out. I feel like I don't need this Mon, so I'm actually just going to keep pursuing. Yeah, I figured Psychic would come out too. But like I said, I feel like I don't need this Mon, and any chip on that Mon is really good for an unboosted Superior. Especially because now I can go Gliscor. That's definitely Specs. And I can just roost this off. Getting my rocks right here, chipping away at Shaman and whatnot. And we'll get in Scizor now. I'm assuming the Z-Celebrate is going to come out. Ooh, that Seed Miss sucks because he can't knock me out unless he has HP Fire. So yeah, that Seed Miss was huge. And he goes Cobalion. which gives me the opportunity to get at that T-Spike, and that T-Spike should be here in theory at the end of the, to the end of the day, unless he's taunt, but even if he's taunt, won't really matter. Wearing down Primarina, wearing down Infernape is really nice. I'm debating getting up 1 layer versus 2. 1 layer is nicer in the short term if he's just doubling, but I think I want 2 layers because I really do think it's Z Celebrate Shaman. And I want to make sure that that Mon is going to just straight up go down after. So, beautiful. Get my T-Spike up. Assuming Psychic's going to want to come out, I'm going out into Scizor, which Bullet punches through right now. Yep, and we're going to click Pursuit. I don't care if he goes Cobalion, but I'd rather get rid of the Pokemon that's going to be forcing me to switch every single time. So, Cobalion comes out. This is going to give me Tentacruel as a switch in, and we get rid of Primarina, which is amazing. SDs. Don't really care. I do have Haze, but I'll throw off a Scald first. I'm not trying to burn him, but I'm trying to weaken him to the point of my Raikou, as well as potentially my Serperior. So, a double Iron Head, but again, shouldn't matter too much. I think Raikou just wins, honestly. And by keeping Channeler plus Gliscor alive, Scarf Infernape can't lock itself into any particular move. And Thunderbolt definitely knocks out Cobalion. I'm actually going to go for sub, because I think the Primarina sack is really obvious, as I think it should be sacked. But if you go Shaman, again, I have the sub plus T-Spikes. I don't think you should sack Cobalion, but if he does choose to, that's fine. There's nothing Cobalion can do to knock me out through a sub anyway. It's not like it gets like physical Hyper Voice or something. Right, so that'll guarantee go down. I mean, it was going to guarantee go down before. I'm surprised he's saving the 7% Primarina. Alright, yeah. That's what I was expecting. So, Cobalion goes down to a boosted Leaf Storm now. That's just fact. Infernape's going to come out. Gliscor alive is really nice. Tentacruel can take the hit. If he goes for U-turn, I can Rapid Spin anyway. I have Flash Fire on Channeler, so that's essentially a KO. But sub is safer if in case he tries to go Klefki. Again, because Klefki can't break my sub after, Fire Blast picks up a KO. And now, because of the T-Spike that Channeler, or excuse me, that Tentacruel got for me, there's nothing he can do to beat me. Cobalion has to go for Iron Head, which does not even break my sub, and Shadow Ball is going to be able to knock him out. And all I got to do is just stay in. Like if he goes Infernape, for example, if Infernape has no attack to hit me, I'm going to sub up again. Huh. 12. Let's take 18, which is 30. I won't get enough. Actually, 1, 2 turns of recovery. Nah, I'll just be just shy of a sub. So, I decided sub right there because I can then go Tentacruel and just spam Haze. If he wants to Earth Power again, that's fine. I'm assuming he might try and set up on me. Yeah, exactly. So that's why I went Tentacruel right there to show what it can do. Let me go ahead and get rid of those that Z Celebrate, so he can no longer do that. And because of that 2 layers, it should be game. Just sub once. Even if he has Synthesis, it shouldn't matter. And that's game. So that's why I went Tentacruel, because I thought what he thinks was it was a weaker Mon that he could easily set up on, and it wouldn't do too much damage, and maybe he could try and win from there. But nice. So Tentacruel did his job, which is what I wanted to do. Alright, so Luna... I call this team Luna Madness, because Luna passed me an SD Z Rain Dance Tentacruel, which gives it +1 speed, and Poison Jab, and has all that stuff too. But... that's some really odd Pokemon, like Pachirisu as my answer to Manectric, and then a sub-seeding Shaman, which does no T-Spikes to abuse. I'm HP Fire though, so that's really good in this. Though I think I just lose to you. I do have Sleep Talk on Reniclus, so that's awesome. Alright. We'll lead Aggron, and I want to disguise my Zoroark as... Doesn't matter. I'm leading with a second, and everything else can... Shaman. Shaman mid-say. It's because I wanna try and trap the Marowak. So just gonna Mega Evolve and go for Heavy Slam. I don't want him taunting me. Yeah, and I want to be able to 2-hit KO him. Especially because this mon is so important and me not losing the Pokemon like Scizor and whatnot. I'm assuming the Breloom's gonna come out and go for Spore. Brings out Marowak. That's another good play. He could Shadow Bone here. What the hell does Pachirisu do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We're gonna sack Pachirisu. Yo, I doubt this little mon's gonna live anything. Goodbye. And we're gonna send out Tentacruel and go right for a Hydro Vortex. I don't knock him out with Scald, so he might just stay in anyway. But we're going right for the Hydro Vortex right now. Though he could easily go into his... Nice. Please knock him out. There we go, Tentacruel. Picking up that KO. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Aggron still checks Aerodactyl as well as the Scizor. I'm not going to bother switching out into it because I don't want to lose HP, especially when I definitely need it. But get to go Aggron now. Click the Fire Punch. I'm going to click Fire Punch. Actually, are rocks better for the long run for Zoroark? I think rocks are better for the long run for Zoroark. I'm max defense Aggron. I just realized that. 583, yeah. Rocks are definitely better for that long run for Zoroark. Especially because this isn't going to be doing too much to me. My Heavy Slam doesn't do too much back. Oh, it actually KOs. 100 base power KOs. Wow. I'm really surprised. But we get up rocks, so breaking potential sashes, which is really nice. Do. If he goes Como, I kind of have to stay in. Do I lose if he goes Como? Yeah, I don't have a good move to hit him. If he goes Breloom, I'm going Reuniclus because I'm spec Sleep Talk. Damn, that's gonna... His Z move is gonna knock me out. Okay, I'm gonna sack quote-unquote Shaman here. Do I lose? I think I do. Because you should go for your Z move here. And I don't think these two are enough to win. Especially because I don't have Seed Flare. There's no way this thing eats a hit, right? You should go for your Z move here. I feel like I have to sub, and I'm praying that I take it with enough HP to sub up. I should calc this, but yeah, I don't have a way of, like, this would not have knocked him out. There's no way low kick would have knocked him out. If I had HP Ice, maybe at that range, and I'm even barely. That's like at -1, yes, but I don't think heavy slamming again would have been the play either. I could try for Giga Drain crit. Good game. So unfortunately, didn't get the win there, but I did get to do what I wanted with Tentacruel, which is cool, and I knocked out Marowak, so that was cool. I didn't expect that team to win, honestly. I'm sure nobody did either. So now we have an offensive expert belt Tentacruel, and this one's really cool because, I know I said that so many times, but this one's really cool because it has the speed to be faster than Gliscor, Crocodile, Pokemon like that. And with the expert belt boost, I actually am going to be able to knock out a Gliscor with Ice Beam, which is fire. I'll be able to knock out a Crocodile with Hydro Pump. I have expert belt boosted Sludge Bomb, and I think we have that over Sludge Wave just for the poison chance. We have Wish support Sylveon with Scarf, or Band Crocodile, excuse me. SD Scizor with Calm Mind, 3 attacks Raikou, and bulk up Talonflame. Look at this EV spread. Ooh. Surprised not Scarf Crocodile on this team. That's okay. Also no rocks. Who needs them? Psh. But yeah. So the goal for this is to hopefully get some type of KO with Tentacruel. Ideally we don't fight a Swampert team. Who wants to fight a Swampert team in UU, right? That's not common. But ideally, we don't fight a Swampert team because I would regret not having Giga Drain. I'm trying to think how we can make this a little bit better. Honestly, making it Scarf would have been a lot better, but... Alright, there's a Swampert team. We're going to lead Tentacruel. I'm leading Tentacruel because if he leads Gliscor, he might just U-turn out, but I doubt it. This lead makes a lot of sense too. I'm going to use my Crocodile to try and break through the Swampert Gliscor core. And go for banded knockoffs. I need to weaken this thing to the point of Hydro Pump. I'm going to go for another knockoff. And that should put you in range of Hydro Pump, yep. Though I'm going to die to this Torrent Scald. But Tentacruel can come out. Hydro Pump will knock you out. Perfect. So Tentacruel gets 1 KO. Awesome. And we'll be able to spin away the rocks. And if he goes Gliscor, I'm guaranteed faster than that thing. Woo! Expert Belt boosted Ice Beam. What's up? Nice. So it gives me Gliscor, which is amazing for Talonflame. In fact, now I can spin. So now I can spin. So my Talonflame's always going to come in at full. I don't want to be Pursuit Trapped. Give me some damage. He could have Fire Punch, but I'll live it, so I don't care. Brings in Talonflame anyway, which is going to give me a bulk up. That did absolutely nothing, so I can roost. I can roost to keep my priority Brave Bird. Not worth being Draco'd right here. Especially when Hyper Voice is so free. Like, the more damage Muck takes, the easier it is for my Scizor. Let's see if he'll actually have Fire Punch. He might have Fire Punch, and he should be faster than me if he's running the standard speedy Muck, but this should be a slow U-turn because I don't have any speed at all, so I should be able to get a nice slow U-turn off versus a Scizor. Or not. Unfortunately, he's running 0 speed as well, and he might be running 0 speed IVs. But I get him Talonflame. Hydreigon's going to come out. It's going to be the same thing eventually until he Bullet Punches. I'm pretty sure this is Scarf Hydreigon as well. But Sylveon doesn't really care about the damage anyway. I think I need one more hit off on Muck before he gets knocked out. Like, honestly speaking. I probably need one hit left on Muck. I really wish I had Flame Body on Talonflame over Gale Wings, but at least this, the way Tentacruel did it allows me to play it this way. You're not doing any damage by doing what you're doing, though. Yeah, so I can Wish Pass. As he goes Muck. Bring in my Scizor on the U-turn and get a slow U-turn off myself. Anticipating him to want to go Scizor himself. It really doesn't matter as well if he stays in here too, but because again I need that damage on Muck anyway. He pursued me. Don't think your knockoff is going to do crap to me, and I actually want to Calm Mind up. Yep, that did nothing, so great. So we'll be able to knock out Muck. I'm pretty sure I won't be knocked out by the Hydreigon as well. I'm pretty sure Draco's not going to knock me out, and I'm also pretty sure you're in range of the... If you're not in range of this HP Ice, which you should be, you're in range of Talonflame. Which should win the game, by the way. Yep. So I think he acknowledged the fact that Talonflame was going to win the game right there with Brave Bird plus Flare Blitz. Awesome. Alright, and Tentacruel did his job. Not only did it get rid of Swampert, it was able to get rid of Gliscor, which he should not have went on into. It was able to get rid of Gliscor. Though I understand if he was speedy, he thought maybe I wasn't speedy, even though I showed Hydro Pump. But able to get rid of Gliscor and get rid of Rocks, which allowed me to play this super easily. As in, like... There was no drawback for me switching out. Now, Jesse passed me a team. I believe Jesse's team is also SD Tentacruel. It is SD, PokeaimMD Tentacruel. Have fun with Refresh. Leading keys. Gonna go for Toxic immediately on this bad boy. I don't care if he earthquakes. Just gets up his rocks. That's completely fine. You can Magnetize right here to avoid his earthquake. If he has Whirlwind, that's fine too. But I get the 2 turns of Hippo that I want for my Tentacruel to try and win. So get up a nice little spike here. His Tentacruel is going to come out. I'm going to hit him with a knockoff. I'm assuming if I was my opponent, I'd bring in, not necessarily Kyurem, but I don't mind him bringing out Kyurem either, because we have the Choice Specs Kyurem's item, which is amazing. There's no way I go down to Earth Power. I'm messing up. You think he's going to expect the Acid Downpour? Damn. Well played. And Bullet Punch actually takes me out. What the hell? Alright, so well played on his. And man, I wanted to use it to try and break through to Kyurem. You get a Brock's, Tentacruel comes out. Wait, what? Okay, I was about to say I'll be able to Volt Switch out into my Lottie, which is Specs. And drop a nice thick Specs Draco. Hippo is not going to appreciate this at all. Yeah, Hippo does not appreciate it at all. But I'll go Keys here because I'm really worried about him bringing an arrow on the second one. I just bring out a Scissor, same thing. I'm actually going to bring out my Crocodile too. I don't think you double Superpower here. He could. But that will also give me, that won't knock me out, and that'll also give me a Pursuit kill if he does opt to switch. That should knock him out with Pursuit if he opts to switch. And you should switch. Ah, that was not enough. What the hell? Not enough damage at all. That was not enough damage at all, man. Alright. Easy Side Shock KO. Arrow gets to come out, though. Probably Pursuit me because he's running it on sand, so I'm assuming this would be Pursuit Arrow. I'd be Pursuit Arrow on this team. Now, I want to weaken Arrow if possible. That crit sucked. That is not... I needed damage on Arrow, too, because I could try and win with Pursuit Crocodile. I don't mind him giving me an Earthquake on Kyurem, especially because that thing is a threat. I can see him going Hard Arrow. I'm going to make the Kawalion play. Even if he doesn't go Hard Arrow, I'm going to try and expect it. Yeah, because he'd go for that attack if anything, yeah. So, close combat, knockout Kyurem. It's definitely Banded Scizor. Yeah, I really needed the Side Shock damage on Aerodactyl. That crit was garbage for me. Latias. Choice Specs. It didn't have to knock him out because it didn't. But I just know he didn't knock me out. Yeah. I was at 60 something. He did 56 max. That's the same thing as the other move. Side Shock did 66 to 78. And that put him in a compromisable position for Pursuit. Because if he swapped, I knocked him out. A little bit unfortunate, but it's Pokemon. He had Spin. This is going to give me my... my Pidgeot right here, and I'll also make it so he couldn't switch it on Pidgeot, so that's why it really sucks. But if I get the confusion, Pidgeot can still do his thing. Klefki's, it's not worth going Crocodile directly on a potential Earthquake. Alright, so I should be able to close combat here. Actually, I'm gonna get my rocks. I'd go Scissor if I was my opponent. I wouldn't stay in. Because then you can lose to me clicking Iron. How much did Volt Switch do? 23. Yeah, at least rocks mean that Scissor can't come in anymore, and neither can Tentacruel. I go Scissor right here for sure. And rocks also mean that he should be in range of close combat. I have to play aggressively. I don't think I win it, but If Volt Switch picks up the KO, I can win it right now. Because I knock out Scizor. Volt Switch has to do 22%. Dude! Are you kidding me? Good game, man. Ah! If it did the percentage I needed, there was potential for me to win. Because Arrow came in. All came down to that crit, too. I'm getting one more with this team. Because that got me a little bit upset. Come on, dude. I'm facing Gully. I really wish we had T-Spikes on this team. It would mess him up. Damn. Even though he has Defog Altaria, most likely. I love Pidgeot in this game. I'm leading Cobalion because it's faster than the entire team. And I have the Sleep Talking this, so I can Volt Switch out into Cobalion. If he is like Sash Breloom lead. Volt Switch out from Cobalion, excuse me, into Latias. Come on, man. Why do you hide in the room if you're gonna use a cookie cutter? Because I want it. I don't care if he goes for Earth Power. Chops a Draco. Good damage. We'll Volt Switch right now. Assuming he's gonna go with the Blade. Yep. Perfect. And this is an easy Pidgeot. I could, obviously, if I had Heat Wave, I'm assuming he'd expect it. But this is a very easy Pidgeot. I don't have Heat Wave, so I'm not gonna go for it. I'm still going to double Hurricane because, again, I don't have Heat Wave. So I'm going to attempt to weaken him with this. Once again, I don't have Heat Wave, so I'm going to just go for a Refresh right now. Assuming he's going to be the Protect Suicune. Plus Scald doesn't knock me out. As he doubles out to the Blade. So the Blade has been dealt with. The Blade has been dealt with. We know this thing isn't Scarf. Bring on my specs, my Klefki, my special Klefki. Let's click player off. Yeah, I can't Toxic a Crocodile, which is why I was debating. This is why I clicked player off. Beautiful damage too. Nice helmet. I want to make sure that the Blade cannot come in anymore. I also think I win if I keep. I think I just win by clicking hazards if I do this. So he can knock me out, and I don't think he beats my Pidgeot. Then again, he can go Breloom and oh, I don't have. I mean, I get to Roost, which is really nice because he has one form of priority. That's why I went for that, because his Breloom should not be able to do 70%. There's no way. Hey, you can come out, but actually, I'm pretty weak to this Altaria. Thankfully, it goes down to hazards, so I'm glad that Mon's dead. Alright, so everything's looking good for Tentacruel. Tentacruel is faster than his entire team. Tentacruel is faster than the entire team. Alright, Tenna, do your thing. I think the sweep is here. 1. That boy said cookie cutter. Do I have clear body? Good B! And we'll knock out the Suicune because I'm not messing around with a 15% Suicune. Lovely. And there you go. Okay, so he set up for the Tentacruel sweep. Awesome. I'm glad Tentacruel put in so much work. I'm also glad that he expected me to be like a Heat Waving the Blade. So he was trying to mess around with that. But no, excuse me, Heat Waving Pidgeot for the Blade. But yeah, I got what I wanted out of that. I didn't get to SD sweep, but I got to just use or abuse Tentacruel as one of its best stats, which is speed. And then knock out everything at the end of the day. And even Clear Body put in work too, because that boy could not intimidate me. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, we lost twice tomorrow. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you, eCourts, for the background. Goodbye, my friends.